Welcome back to Cool Clubs Reviews. This is one we missed. Sorry, everyone. We got it now. Mizuno JPX 923 Forged.
That's a mouthful, isn't it?
It's a lot. Yeah.
But a great golf club. Somehow we just missed this one. You know, still catching up, learning as all this robot testing stuff. There's a lot of stuff to test. So
yes.
We missed this one. It's a really clean-looking club. You know, this is kind of in that players category, same like 790, 770, kind of in between those two. You know, Apex line. So this is a popular, you know, mid-handicap type golf club.
Yeah, for sure. There's only one below this in this range. So I look at Mizuno, like they've definitely got two different ranges. They've got JPX range, which is like everything from a muscle, which is the tour in this line, all the way through to their big forgiving models. And then they've got the pro line, which is pretty much designed just around the better players. So this one's the better player end of their game improvement line, which is why it fits a lot of people. And the design wise is great. It's a real true cavity. It's got the name Mizuno on it, so it gets a lot of cult following. And it's right in that similar range to, like you say, P790, so 30-degree loft. So a little stronger than you know your players' irons for most part. Out in the field, I see it very strong off the face. Like kind of a stronger ball flight. Not that it has low stopping power, but it's just a real quick off the face ball flight. And it suits a lot of players, and it's obviously really good looking too. Yeah,
it's really clean looking, not a lot of offset, you know, relatively thin top line. Sole's pretty traditional, not super thin, not wide. Just in that middle of the ballpark club, right? So that 10 to handicap could be a 0, could be a
15 or more,
yeah, possibly, but it's a wide range of people. Look at the numbers. What do you see?
Yeah, well, the number. I mean, graph. I always look at the graph first to give me a good idea. And you can see that it's definitely geared towards maybe someone who is hitting it a little tight to the centre. The heel strike, low heel strike, we know burns up a bit. But the good news on the half-inch off centre is that they actually go really straight on the wider graph. It's just when you start hitting it a little low in the face that it maybe brings the RPMs up a little bit and pulls that distance down. We're looking at very similar numbers to all of those clubs that you just mentioned prior. Stopping power 3.7, so that puts it in the 790, new 790, old 790 range. Spin launch sits right between the new 790 and the old 790. So we're probably going to be looking around 20-ish degrees of launch, about 5,000 RPM, something like that. And then 160. So sits right on the old 790.
It's right in the middle, It's so a good golf club all around. It's certainly worth trying if you're looking for those kind of clubs. Like I said, the Apex, the 790, all in the same category, all better players to some extent. Players clubs, but definitely worth a try. It looks great, by the way. It looks expensive, you know, a little shiny, a little Japanesey.
And one of the things, I mean, what we're trying to do with these reviews is like give people all the technical data we can want, so that they can walk into a store and say, I want to try this, this, and this. So all that does is just adds this to maybe 2 or 3 other clubs in that range. And I actually think this has got a couple of other like upticks for it. It's not one of those hollow body things. So you might have, you know, less of the jumpers potentially, and maybe it feels good. And also it's got the Mizuno brand and the Mizuno story about, you know, great forging and nice feels. So this is definitely going to get a chance at the plate now for a lot of people, I think.
Oh yeah, it's a good golf club. Definitely something to look at.
Thanks, Mark.
Cheers.